is finally done. It took me long enough, but I have finally finished The Good German, which is actually now also a film, which I haven't seen. Okay, so I didn't love this story, but I also didn't hate it. I'm on the fence. Now, in order to understand The Good German, you have to understand your German history. What I do know about the German history is I understand about the concentration camps. I understand that we are not to make a joke out of Nazis and the history that is attached to the Jewish pain. I completely understand. The problem is, because this is set in 1945 and the Third Reich, I don't know much about it. I know very little about Churchill. I barely know who Stalin is. And, well, Truman, yeah, that's a good question. So I got lost very quickly because I was like, I don't know my German history. This story is not based on truth. It is using a true part of history with its fiction. So its fiction is we follow a news reporter who has a media pass throughout Germany to report back to America. The problem is he gets entangled into a plot line of mystery and has to track down a reason for his ending. See, what lost me with this story, and it could have been a really good story, but what lost me is the fact that I don't know my German history. I'm too young to understand a lot of this. I had to Google a lot of it. And this author openly admits at the beginning of his book that it is, so there's a map, that it is a plot of fiction, but it is using based on truth. Because there is German words and Russians because there is Germany, because it is set in Germany and it is using Russians, they also mention German and Russian words in this, neither of which I know. So I did get lost because I was like, I have no idea what this sentence means. There is also a lot of dialogue. Now, because this is set during the brink of war, it also means that there is a lot of players, and just like in war, this book is no different. So it was very easy for me to get lost on which key players we were following, particularly when it came to different women. And now there's only really two key players of women throughout this story, Lena and Liz. But again, I got lost because there is background women throughout this story. Again, like I said, I didn't love this story, but I also didn't hate it. It's not great if you don't know your history. It's also not great if you don't really know what the hell you're reading about. So if you know your German history, this might be an interest for you because it might be a mystery thriller. But for me, unfortunately, it didn't work for me.